Hey, folks. John Losey here. Makeshift effort today as we've got Rockford and Lake Orion. We are on a little bit of a delay here, so we are not technically live. 30-second delay. We got a lot of wind. No idea what we got going here, so we're kind of winging it. But you can see that, which is good because I can see it on the screen. So that's positive. Audio, on the other hand, maybe not so much. Your score is a 3-0 Lake Orion. Three nothing Lake Orion. Just about the end of the first quarter here. Lake Orion defense has played very well, and they have limited the opportunities for the Rams and head coach Mike DeWitt. I'm in the stands, and we've got people everywhere, so we're gonna get what you're gonna get, folks. Eight seconds left here in the first quarter. Lake Orion's going to hold on to this one. They're going to go man up to start the second, and that'll do it. So 3-0 here at the end of the first. Lake Orion with the lead over Rockford as they are held out of the score tables book.
Discover a whole new way to treat the whole athlete with the leading sports medicine team in Michigan, Henry Ford Health System. At our new Center for Athletic Medicine, you get the same care the pros do. Henry Ford Health System, all for you. The second half page of the MHSAA website gets you closer to the action with features on high school sports from around the state, weekly Coaches Association rankings, and coverage of the MHSAA tournament finals. It's a great read with fresh content nearly every weekday during the school year. Make the MHSAA's second half your first stop for high school sports information.
All right, back to action here, folks. Lake Orion. So where you're probably hearing the whole thing. It's probably that exterior mic again. That's got to be loud. I'm clear, but can you hear the? That's the question. Whether or not it's kind of into, but really, are we hearing from the camera or are we hearing from the headset? Because we are. There is wind and there are people. That's the question. But if you can hear me, and my crack staff, Mr. Ken Schultz, is Johnny on the spot, listening to me right now, letting me know how the audio is. Lake Orion's up 4-0 here. 4-0. So the mic's clear. We're just going to wing it here, folks. We are in the stands. Everybody's here. There's nothing we can do. Crowd is faint. All right, I think we're good then. Kenny Schultz, I appreciate it, buddy. We are on and we are live. And for all of you tuning in here that tried to go on to the, I don't even know what that network is. The network, they have a live shot of the Rockford Stadium. So anyone who tuned into that one might want to jump over to here. And if I catch any grief from, there's another goal there as Lake Orion is starting to pile it on here. Piling it on as they now lead. Head coach Mike DeWitt is going to get a timeout as Lake Orion now leads 5-0 in this quarterfinal game here at Lansing Catholic.
Recognized this year through the Scholar Athlete Award presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit the MHSAA website for a list of this year's applicants, finalists, and scholarship recipients, and information about the 2021-22 awards program. Unassisted.
All right, folks. Well, we've got to the bottom of all that. We are here. We're going to do it now. The regular broadcast, as I noticed as I was walking in just to watch the game. I brought my gear just in case there was some issues with the regular feed, which now we turn out is the picture of the Rockford Stadium. So that 1099 really not worth it at this juncture. I mean, you can watch it, but I don't think it's going to be very exciting. But you've got me here now. We're ready to roll. We are in action. We are 10:50 remaining in the half. Lake Orion all over Rockford here, 5-0 in this battle to see who will move on into the semifinals to face Brother Rice next Wednesday. And for all you folks keeping score out there, the game, if Lake Orion wins, will be at Troy Athens next Wednesday. If Rockford comes back in this one and wins, it will be at right back here, actually. And I like this facility. But head coach Ron Hebert has got the Dragons breathing fire here as they are scorching the Rams. We got a lot of wind. I'm in the stands, and it is what it is. And you've come to learn and expect from Losey's locker room production that it's street cred. It's got to be. I mean, I got to get a little bit of cred here for just winging it here, bringing stuff. We got a flag down on the play here, 5-0. Lake Orion with the lead. Rockford has been stagnant on offense, obviously, when you look at a 0-0 score here at almost halftime. And you got another flag, so now we're going to get 2 penalties. So Rockford is going to get an opportunity here to get back in this one as they need it. They're going to pick up 2 penalties. Could be on the same player, not sure. But they definitely need it here. Head coach Mike DeWitt, his assistant coaches Jerry Tucker, Stephen Pratt, Craig Swayze, no relation to Patrick Swayze, but if it was, Rockford would instantly become my favorite team, eliminating Brother Rice and eliminating Mercy High School, as Rockford, if they had an actual Swayze on their staff, would take the lead. So we've got, yep, that'll be a penalty on 2 Lake Orion Dragons, as Rockford will go man up here. 9:44 remaining in the second. I was a little, apprehensive, but now that I see that the Giant R is playing in Rockford, I am now boosted up personally and enthusiastically. And I'm excited to be here to be able to provide this to you and all the parents out there and all the grandparents who maybe paid $10.99, maybe didn't, but who are at home. Maybe it's COVID. I've heard from a lot of people as I've been doing this broadcast to say, listen, you know what? We got we got some conditions and we don't feel comfortable going into these games yet, and you're providing a value. So I'm happy to do it. Rockford now a little set here. They need one, that's for sure. They got 2 men up, feeds the crease, got it. And so Rockford will get on the scoreboard here with a man up goal at the 9:28 mark. Sight lines are a little difficult, so numbers, they'll come. I'll get there, but let's just make sure we're settled in here. Camera's working, stream's working, and I think we're good to go. Sound is what it is. But my crack staff, Kenny Schultz, who's at home, he tuned in and he said, yeah, it's not bad. Because it's really the headset or the camera mic. And if the camera mic goes, then it sounds like you're being tortured at Guantanamo Bay with loud music constantly. So at the X, Lake Orion looking to win this here. Dragons and Rams and Bears, oh my. Number 2 for Rockford there is Karis Alexander the Great. And Rockford now trying to find their legs in this one as they trail 5-1. 2, 4, 6. We are all even now. Nolan Grauman. Bryce Gordon with the assist. He is in the stat sheet. And so a shout out to the DeWitt family. Head coach Mike DeWitt said, hey, if you're going to do it, I'd love for you to do it. I've got family down in Ohio that would love to watch. And so really this whole thing was created by head coach. Oh, that should be a trip, and it will be. So we're going to get a trip. The Lake Orion fans are not going to be happy here with me. I've got to be careful. Well, I'm an unbiased announcer, as you all know. True, I'm partial to orange and black and also maroon and gold. But I try to keep it clean and keep it stable for all the folks out there tuning in, and I appreciate you 100%. I didn't introduce myself because I was just kind of wading my way into this. I am John Losey. This is Losey's Locker Room. It is my healthy hobby in life. I'm a lacrosse dad. I'm a professional in the employee benefit field, and this is a healthy habit for me. Feed, wait till we got it, scores! And the Rams have erupted here for 2 quick ones. As soon as I really turned up the volume in my own broadcast, so have the Rams. And so the Rams are feeding off of all of the folks out there watching at Losey's Locker Room. And they have scored 2 and now cut the lead to 5-2 here at 8:16 remaining here in the second quarter. On the line today is a berth in the state semifinals. You got the Rockford crowd, or the Lake Orion crowd here. And we're going to see here, this would be a win here for the Dragons to stop the proverbial bleeding. And Rockford's going to win that one. Rockford looking to get another one. Speeding into the offensive zone is number 13. That's Nick McCreary. McCreary gets doubled. Good defense there by the Dragons as number 13 for them is Jagger. Play it like Jagger throws it out of bounds. Yes, and that will trickle out of bounds. The Lake Orion faithful, as they provided the roster for today, put their giant logo in the middle of it, and so it makes it a little more difficult for me to flip and go and see what's going on. But we're gonna we're gonna wade our way through this. I've been in worse positions in broadcasting lacrosse. So Rockford now cut the lead to 5-2, two straight for the Rams as they get the proverbial momentum going a little bit in the direction of Lake Michigan. Beautiful day here at Lansing Catholic and a beautiful facility as well. Head coach of the varsity program here at Lansing Catholic is Rich Kimball, a veteran of Michigan high school lacrosse. Taking the inside, ball down, picked up, scrum, somebody picked up by the Dragons, number 40. I'll be able to tell you that one because that's at the end. Sean Henney. Blame it on the Henney goes Gilman all the way down. Sorry here, folks. Just we got sunshine as well. We can zoom in when it's on that side. We get a collision, and he runs over him. We're going to get a timeout here by head coach Mike DeWitt, I'm guessing. Yes, we are. A timely timeout by head coach Mike DeWitt. Mike DeWitt has a remote chance to claim third place in the timely timeout race this season in the state of Michigan. Head coach Ajay Chawla of Brother Rice is leading that in an insurmountable lead, but head coach Mike DeWitt is battling with Greg Bull Durham from Orchard Lake St. Mary's for third place. Bull Durham right now is holding that lead, but he lost yesterday. So, a couple timely timeouts here by Mike DeWitt, and he could overtake third place. Well, I believe it was a timeout. Everyone stopped and went to the sideline, but we're back in action here. 6:08 with it. Rockford with the ball and scoring two consecutive goals. Swing easy when it's breezy is my motto when I play golf. Not really useful when you broadcast. Number 3 here for Rockford is Lucas Eidenbauer. Good move there, a little shaky. Eidenbauer goes low and gets it. Eidenbauer goes below sea level, and that is 3 in a row for the Rams, and they have now cut it to 5-3. So, like I said, as soon as we came on air, we were on, but not really on. The Rams have exploded and scored 3 straight. Lake Orion took a commanding 5-0 lead, and people started to think, is it going to be one of those games? And I can tell you, without a doubt, it is not going to be one of those games. 5-3, 5:40 remaining on the campus of Lansing Catholic High School here in Lansing, Michigan. Beautiful day, and another win by Rockford, and they're going to look to add a loose ball down. That's going to come out of bounds. It's going to be green ball. Yep. That'll be green ball as the Dragons caused the turnover, and they needed it to stop the bleeding. As head coach Mike DeWitt keeps them plugging away, and we'll be able to zoom in here, folks. There we go. I think that looks fairly good. I need one of those like hoods. I can go under the hood like the NFL. I guess we could have a segment on Low Season Locker Room called Under the Hood. Could be about cars, maybe. I don't know. So, head coach for Lake Orion, Ron Hebert, a veteran of the game of lacrosse, been around since its inception. I was looking back at some of the coaching statistics, and we got some decent data out there going all the way back. And Coach Hebert won a title at Cranbrook, won a title at Brother Rice, and now he has brought his expertise to the Dragons in Lake Orion, and he's took over for Brad Thomas, who did a nice job building up the youth program. And I got to meet Brad, good guy. A little shake and bake by number 2, scores. Needed that one. Shake and bake by Mr. Samuel Haynes, as Willie Mays Haynes finds the back of the net, and that was a timely goal for the Dragons at the 4:20 mark here to stop the Ram run and increase the Dragon lead back to 3. Yeah, I guess it would be appropriate here that the Dragon fans could yell, "Go green, go white." You get a Dragon win there. If I keep it like this, try to block some of the wind, maybe that'll help. Samuel Haynes. Favorite Haynes of all time? Lester? No, that's Lester Hayes. Haynes. Bob Bullet Haynes. No, that's Hayes again. He's Haynes. I think that was Willie Mays Hayes, too, in Major League. That was my reference to the Willie Mays portion. For those of you just tuning in, we keep it fun. We keep it light here. Pop culture, lacrosse, a lot of randomness. Number 4 there for Lake Orion. Wheeling and dealing. He's going to lose that one. That's going to come right into your living room, and it'll be out of bounds. As across, Papadallis is going to lose that one. And Rockford now with 3:22 on the clock with an opportunity to chop into that 3-goal Lake Orion lead. I picked a pretty good spot, I think, because then I don't have to do too much. So what'll happen sometimes, feed there, 3 again, scores! And there's that man again, Lucas Eidenbauer, who is putting the Rams on his back. He scores again as Eidenbauer's got that low worm burner going, and it's causing fits for the Lake Orion netminder. Playing goalie in lacrosse, one of the most difficult things out there to do. And I always credit each goaltender in every game I broadcast because, it's not something you wake up and say, you know what, I really want this hard ball fired at me as hard as a person can do it. And having very minimal padding on top of it, I mean, that's not what you wake up to do every day. We get a timeout here by Mike DeWitt. Yeah, so Mike DeWitt is going to get a quick timeout there at the 3:03 mark. He is going to get a timely timeout for that one, folks. At 3:03, timely timeout. We are 6-4 Lake Orion with the lead, but Rockford is on a 4-1 run to bring them back into the mix.
As well as insurance benefits available for students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com.
Getting thumbs up from my fans or listeners out there. Appreciate it. Brian Fix, Paulie Zarek, PZ Aziz, affectionately known, and the Fixer. They are part of the Losey's locker room family. Extended, I'd say. Extended Lax Losey family. They don't really provide anything in terms of technical or logistics, but they do deal with me as they are my outlet as I talk about things dealing with broadcasts or really lacrosse in general here in the state of Michigan. Sounding board, I guess they could be. They don't do anything with the sound, but they are the sounding board. So we got 3:03 remaining here, 6-4. Lake Orion and head coach Ron Hebert lead head coach Mike DeWitt and the Rockford Rams, but a good timeout there by head coach DeWitt. 3:03 remaining in this one. Rockford looking to trim this to a 1-goal lead before the end of the half. It's a hot one. This little screen here. I don't know what they do in like a regular broadcast. Like, do they, in terms of the sun? Oh, they do have those hoods. Maybe I should get one of those hoods. Fix and Zarek, make sure you add that to our wish list for Christmas so we can go under the hood next season. So that man, Eidenbauer, has got the last 2 goals for the Rams, and they have climbed back into this one. There he is again. You can see they moved a pole to him before, but he is a talented, speedy kid, and he's in. He's in. Ooh, good save by the goaltender. That was looking very good for Mr. Eidenbauer to pick up a tricky in this short stretch here in the second. Back behind an X, coming off a screen, and feeds a man. He's open. Oh, that's a great catch. That is a great catch there on the inside and the finish. A little set play. You could see the pick behind. That was the focus of the Dragon defense. And then a little back pick on the opposite side wing freed up the Rockford player to sneak in behind. Pass was high, but he went up and got it and then finished with the quick stick. And we are at 6-5. Lake Orion was 5-0 pre-Lax Losi, and now they are 5-1 post-Lax Losi. So Coach Hebert may have something to say about this, but I hope not. Got to know Ron pretty well through COVID. Interesting guy, can tell you lacrosse stories like you can't believe. Ball down, and Lake Orion now is going to set up shop in the offensive zone, but they're having trouble with it, and that's going to be an unforced turnover by the Dragons. And Rockford now speeds into the offensive zone with 1:50 remaining in this one. And the Rams have a chance, folks, to tie this one up before the end of the half, which would be quite a feat for the upstart Rockford Rams from Rockford, Michigan. You can see a lot of sets. It appears that Coach Mike DeWitt runs along with his staff, Mr. Craig Swayze, which I just keep hoping that there's somehow some relation to the late Patrick Swayze. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the half. Feed to the inside. Ooh, he was open. He was definitely open. Rockford's going to get it again. Fire backside. Fires. Oh, good save. Great save there. Number 33 for them is Noah Perillo. Long pass again as they go Gelman. And the Gelman clear, it really is like throwing 50-50. And now Rockford, with 40 seconds left, have an opportunity to tie it up again. They get a touch. And now look for them to run something here with 34 seconds. I'll count it down when we get to 10. My own internal clock. Move there. Backside, fires. That is going to hit a player. We got a flag down as well. And look for Rockford to hold this one. They're going to hold this one. They should, oh no, it's got to get there. He's going to get there. Just hold it. Just hold it. Hold it. Just hold it. You can hear Coach DeWitt. Hold it. Just hold it. Because they will take the ball to start the second half. Do not shoot it. That was not the best option. That is not the best option. They're going to get the ball, though, but Coach DeWitt, I could tell he wanted him just to hold the ball to the end of the half, because then the ball would have automatically gone to Rockford to start the half. He's going to hold it here now for sure. As I pan back here, there we go. He's in the corner. My crack staff, Ken Schultz, said it's dark in one of the corners, but I can't do anything about that. I told him to check the pigmentation in his eyes. Maybe it's him. So 3 seconds. This one will tick down. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. So quite a turn of events here on the campus of Lansing Catholic, as Rockford has fought all the way back and chopped the lead to 6-5 in this quarterfinal game, the last one in the state of Michigan, to see who will win the opportunity to face Brother Rice High School next Wednesday. We're going to put this one on pause here, folks, and then we will be back. We got 9 minutes on the clock, and we're going to shut it down, give everyone a break. If I can find it, yep, we got it there. We'll put you on mute, and then we'll be back in about 7 minutes. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, parents and fans, grandparents and godparents. Ticking down here. Got a minute left to get this one started again. We are got a good one going. 6-5, Lake Orion with it. Back and forth in this one. Really an early run by Lake Orion. Took the lead 5-0. And then Rockford found their sea legs and have come back to chop that lead to just a single goal at the half, 6-5. And it's really, really what we thought it would be. To quote Denny Green back in the day in professional football, they are what we thought they were. And this game is exactly what we thought it would be. Two well coached teams, two programs that are dedicated to the sport of lacrosse, to the growth, and you can see by the number of kids on their sidelines. I've spent a lot of time this season really kind of doing a reevaluation of things, and I've put a lot of effort into broadcasting and putting out content. I mean, not a ton, not over the top, but just doing more to help try to grow the sport of lacrosse. And the thing that's so different from program to program is just the number of kids. It's a cliche, but it is a numbers game. And here we go. Rockford is going to start this one man up. They had 3 seconds when the penalty lasted, so they're going to have 57 seconds left in this man up opportunity to try and tie this game here on the campus of Lansing Catholic. There's a ball down. It was a lazy feed in the crease. There's a look. Got room. Got it. And Rockford has tied this one up as number 22. Looks like Benjamin Antel. Well, that's a face-off. Well, we're going to find out. Thought it was 22, but I could be mistaken. But we are deadlocked at 6. A 6-1 run for the Rams to get back in this one. Not only get back in this one, but actually tie this one up. A lot of it's happened at the X. I don't know what went on early on in the X, as I was a smidge late as I was planning my entrance. I used a couple of tunnels, a couple disguises, and I'm here and I am live. Bryce Gordon, Commissioner Gordon gets Rockford back to deadlocked at 6-6. And the Lake Orion faithful here that I'm sitting with are very quiet, to be expected, but it benefits all of you listeners, unless you're, of course, a Rockford fan, as the wind picks up to gale force winds. I actually lost my roster that I had. It blew away, and these nice gals sitting next to me saw it and offered me their roster, and so I do have a roster. Good defense there. No push. Good play. That's going to be Lake Orion ball. Good play over there by number 20 for Lake Orion, Reese Meach, as Meach does a nice job. Long pass here into the middle of the field. It's going to get all the way through. There's a little slippage there by number 18, which is Kyler Carson. Sure, we got everything here. We're good. Maybe back it out smidge. Yeah, we're good right there, I think. So Lake Orion gives up the goal on the man up, but gets a stop on the next possession. And now here comes an early double. You got 2 down on the end line and 2 in the crease. I would expect that this offense is somewhat similar to what Coach Hebert has probably run in a number of locations. Turning, firing. Ooh, good outside cage there. Good shot. Make sure to get that in the shot. I might have missed that one, folks. I apologize. Back it out, just kind of keep it here. I think that's good for everybody. So 9:39 left here in the third. Lake Orion and Rockford deadlocked. A little low worm burn. That doesn't get through. Number 2 there was McCaffrey. Recovery, a little unsettled situation here for the Dragons. They're going to go back behind an X. Number 14 over there for the Dragons. That's Papadakis. We've got a penalty. Now we've got a player down. Fires 23. Good save. So we're going to get a unnecessary roughness penalty on the Rams. Nope, we're going to get a hold. 30-second hold. 30-second hold on the Rams. 30-second hold on the Rams. And so the Dragons will have an opportunity to reclaim the lead. Rockford has not led in this one at any point in the game. And this is the closest they've been since the opening faceoff, deadlocked at 6. Let's see what the Dragons have dialed up here as I battle the wind as best as I can. Fix and Zarek look into what to do in a windstorm while trying to broadcast lacrosse from the stands. Thank you. Feed inside, got it. Oh, did not get through. He was open, and it was a good feed into the crease. Number 18 just could not get his stick on it and finish with it. Long pass up top to the long pole. So we have a little long pole action here out on the man up, but we are all even now, and so he will scoot back to midfield where a midfielder will check in at some point as they wait to get things settled. That was number 40 again. That was Sean Hinneggy. And now Lake Orion is taking their time to get this offensive possession rolling. They got that 2 in the crease again, 2 on the end line. They're on the goal line extended, really. 15, good defense there by Rockford. And Rockford is going to come the other way speedily into the offensive zone, going, feeding. Back it out, yellow, back it out. Good defense there. Nice takeaway. Good ground ball. He's going to go underhanded. They're going to get it there. Zoom in, pull it back here. And good defense by Lake Orion, as I got a feeling that that one's going to skirt over number 3's head. Coming back out, little chaos, unsettled. 15 for Lake Orion is going to get it. He's going to get a touch. And back to number 18, that's that man, Kyler Carson. So we are still deadlocked at 6. We just hit the 7-minute mark here in the third. Dragons and Rams, oh my, locked up in quite a battle to see who moves on to the state semifinals to battle defending champion Brother Rice on Wednesday evening. 23 up top, 18. I got Kyler down, number 18. We got it good there. We're good. Good defense. Fires. Another good save. Ball up in the air. What do we got? We got a hold. We got a hold on the inside as number 6, I believe, for Rockford. Got a little tangled up with the Dragon. That was Brock Hollernan. Any of you who listen to me know that I do struggle with names, especially when it's a kind of a, hey, what are you doing? Can you stream for my family in Ohio? Good shot there, but that's going to go wide, and the Dragons will retain possession here, closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds. Not the end line, it's where the actual ball goes out of bounds, and the closest player retains possession. So they're spreading them out here as Lake Orion now moved away from that 2 in the crease set, giving 24 a little room to go, but he has nowhere to go. They're going to spin it back to the other side and try another as they are kind of a 1-2-2, 1-2-2-1. 4 fires. That's not going to get through. Long ways on that one as the netminder for Rockford. Another long pass. The ball is coming right into your living room. Catch it. Catch it. 13 here for all of you Nick McCreary fans out there. You get a live and in-close personal look at Mr. McCreary. .522 left in this one. 6-6. Quite a battle inside. He's got room. He scores. And so a quick hitter by the Rams takes it from X, uses his speed, finds daylight, and the Rams have their first lead of the game at 7-6. Boy, quite a turnaround. The Dragons a little bit shell-shocked here, as I think they may have gotten a little comfortable in their 5-goal lead. And the Rams now, and it really starts here at X. X means possession. It marks the spot. And another win there is, I think Coach Hebert's got to do something. We got fast break, goal. Yep. So fast break. Coach Hebert is going to maybe need a timeout, but definitely look to make an adjustment on that faceoff as Benjamin Antel wins the draw and then takes it coast to coast. No one from Lake Orion stopped the ball, and Antel scores to give Rockford an 8-6 lead. They are on an 8-1 run in a crazy turn of events here. There's a good win there. They needed that one. Nice job there by the Dragons. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Hebert as he is out on the field. Let's see if we can zoom in here on Coach Hebert. Where is he? I can't really. Oh, there we go. Take a look at the Lake Orion bench for any Dragon fans. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And once upon a time, yep. And if you want to tune into that network, you can look at the Rockford Stadium right now. Oh, I am prohibited. I'm on a delay, and I am on a delay. It's almost like the Friends episode where Rachel and Ross were on a break. I'm on a delay. So this is not live, and it's not Memorex. So a lot of activity yesterday in the state of Michigan to tie things up for the next round. Semifinals are set. This is the last game of the quarterfinals. The semifinals will be next Wednesday in Division 1. It will be the 6-time finalist, Catholic Central. They won the title in 2018. They come in and they will face the red-hot Heartland Eagles, who just this morning, after yesterday's games, took over the number 1 ranking in lax numbers in the state of Michigan. They passed Brother Rice, who had been at the top of the heap all season. And lax numbers is it's an equation. It really is a formula that was put together by the fine folks at Lax Numbers to really give some clarity to lacrosse in terms of rankings. You know, you don't have individuals voting on rankings in lacrosse, and he's done a great job. I utilize it. I do scheduling and a number of things around the game of lacrosse. And so, you know, you play 6 degrees of separation on how to get to a team, and it's a great thing. So if you get an opportunity, go on Lax Numbers and peruse to your leisure. All right, so timeout, Ron Hebert, trailing 8-6. Rockford locking down defensively and picking up steam offensively, have really turned this game around. Shot there, another save, goaltender for Rockford. We're gonna get a loose, we're gonna get a push on Rockford. Number 14 is Ryan Hazy, and I'll tell you one thing he is not today, and that is not Hazy. Hazy, don't let your body be lazy. Little old school Sugar Hill Gang for the folks. Errant pass, middle of the field. That's going to be over and back. He's holding him. That's going to be a hold on Rockford. Should be. We should get a hold on Rockford. Yeah, he's right. And the referee at the midfield stripe did not call it, but the official smartly down here made the right call as he had him in a armbar. And while I'm not a rules official, I don't think that that is legal and or appropriate. Number 4 here for, here comes an early double. That's a long pass behind. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot by Cross Papadopoulos. Hazy shade of winter, fires upfield. Good look to the middle, pole to pole. And here comes Rockford off to the races. They got numbers and they got a man open too. Good catch behind the back. Oh, highlight film. Highlight City in your living room. And that was a great clear by Alexander Karras. I couldn't see who caught the pass, but that was a situation where the behind the back pass was actually the right move. A lot of times you'll see players use it in a showboating fashion. That was actually not in a showboating fashion. So kudos to the Ram for a great catch and then a great BTB to put the Rams now up 9-6. Lake Orion really need a face-off here. Nope. Nolan Grauman, the BTB goal. Good feed into the middle. It's on the helmet. Better not call that. Up the field here, and Rockford with another chance to add to this lead in this amazing turn of events. Lake Orion really needs to stop here. Look at Mike DeWitt running a little clock here, easing people in. Kind of like a lot of people be easing back into the workplace post-COVID. Good double there up top. Good defense, jumps it. Lake Orion's got some big poles out there. Good-sized kids. Rockford now going to take their time as Mike DeWitt will slow things down. I don't want to slow it down too much, though, because you got a situation where you really got the hot hand going, and you want to be able to keep the momentum going, because just like as it went the other direction in terms of a game of runs, this is where it could go as quickly the other way as it went in your favor. 2:17 left here in the third. Rams lead it 9-6. Lake Orion faithful kind of on the edge of their seats a little bit, because I think that the turn of events is shocked a lot of people. Low shot there. Good save. That's a good save. Needed that one. Long pass again in the middle of the field. That's going to get all the way through and picked up by 18. And it is something that is definitely needed here for the Dragons to pick up a goal here. That was Kyler Carson who got that one. 15. Wheeling inside. Lake Orion now needs one. There we go. There we go. There they go. Good job. Nice job by the Dragons, and a timely goal there, and a good running sprint off the field as a much, much needed goal for the Dragons to get this one back level set to a certain degree and get the Dragons to a 2-goal deficit, sitting at 9-7. It looked like number 23 for the Dragons. Candle Manzone. Caden. No, let's see. 20, I say 24? 23? Cade Manzo. Manzo. So back at the X. Win here, and here comes that run I was talking about as the Dragons, going too quick on that one, unfortunately for Carson, number 18. He's upset with himself, and mistakes will happen. The boys are playing hard. It's a hot, hot day, no question about that. Clear by Rockford. Little break. He's firing. Good save. So that's 2 good saves by the netminder for the Dragons. Number 33 for them, that Noah Perillo, made two big saves, needed to as well. Long double there, good pass out front. As Rockford now not as methodical as they had been in the last possession, which, as you saw, is quickly, you can take your time, run some clock, but don't lose the flow of your offense. As Rockford's got it set here. Two up top, two across, and then two at the end. Trying to get set here. Head coach Mike DeWitt bellowing out instructions. I know his voice probably a little bit too well. Rolling, good defense there. Take away the angle. Good defense there by the Dragons. Inside, ball down. Dragon, the defensive pressure has picked up. That's a loose ball, and that'll do it for the end of the third. Sorry, folks. I lost track of time. That's what I usually say to my kids when I'm running late. Lost track of time, and I did lose track of time there. So we are at the end of the third. 9-7 here. Rockford with the lead. Last goal scored by Lake Orion to chop that lead to 3. But we should really be looking forward to a fourth quarter of action, no question about it, to see who is going to be the semifinalist to face Brother Rice. So fourth quarter coming up, 12 minutes remaining. 12 minutes remaining. Wind still howling. And we've got kids playing, we've got birds chirping, we've got dust in the wind. And it is a lovely day here at Lansing Catholic for this one. Just doing some housekeeping here items. I mean, when I go live, folks, it's like people just, they think that I'm not doing anything other than just like waiting for them to text me. Like I'm going to respond. Like, really? I mean, I'm broadcasting. That's the whole point here. I'm working a camera and doing a bunch of stuff. So I'll give everybody the recap for anyone just chiming into Losey's locker room here as you are settling in for sure. Start of the fourth. 9-7 Rockford. Lake Orion all over the Rams to start, led 5-0. Rams have stormed back in a big way as they went on a 7-1 run. And they have continued to add to it. The last goal to end the third was by the Dragons, a much needed and timely goal by the Dragons to cut this one to 9-7. Faceoffs went to the Dragons early, but since that point, the Rams had picked up the pace on the faceoffs, and a lot of the ground balls have gone towards the orange and white side of things. Back it out just a little bit here, everybody. I am in the stands with the Lake Orion fans, and the benefit to the listeners out there is that they haven't had a ton to cheer about since I went live, and so you don't get to hear a lot of yelling in your backswing. Lake Orion, outstanding season this year. They've been consistently in the top 10 in the state of Michigan. The same with Rockford. Mike DeWitt trying to return to the semifinals for the third time in the last 4 years. Good defense here by the Dragons. They picked up the defensive pressure a smidge towards the end of the last quarter and had a couple of good holds and were able to take it into the offensive zone. Trying to block the win here with my program and then also look at it at the same time. Never works. Number 3 here for Rockford. We got a moving screen. Moving screen. Yeah. We got a moving screen here on Rockford. Up, and we're going to get a penalty here, as I think that the Rockford Ram had some choice words for the official, and that's a case where your mouth is writing checks that your time in the penalty box cannot cash. So we're going to get the moving screen, which would have just been possession, but it has been compounded by, I would guess, some choice words by the Ram player to the official, and he will not take any gruff from an 18-year-old. So opportunity here for Lake Orion as they're going to go man up for 1 minute here, trailing 9-7. 10 minutes and 32 seconds remaining left in the contest. Head coach Ron Hebert trying to get back to the state semifinals for the first time in a long time. He was overtime away back in 2018, where he lost in overtime to Catholic Central in one of the best games of the year. Rockford man up. There we go. Now we are all even. We are all even as that choice words penalty is expired. All the way in that far corner. Zoom in a smidge, but then I have to back it out. It's very bright too, folks, so bear with me on anything that you would say. Boy, I wish you could get a little closer. I am doing my best. Good move there. A little shake and bake. Fire. Another good save. I'll tell you, a hazy shade of winter has done a nice job here in the second half as Hayes has really stepped up after giving up 5 early. And he has really stepped up his game here in the second half and during this comeback by the Rams. And now the Rams, a little delayed break, pass behind the player, turnover, unforced. Hard ride here by the Rams. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Hebert as he wants to preserve that possession. That, folks, is what we like to call inside the locker room a timely timeout. Always trying to keep the possession, don't lose it, and Coach Hebert did it there. But as I mentioned earlier, Coach Chawla from Brother Rice has an insurmountable lead in the Los's locker room. Season-long timely timeouts. He's taken that title. Andy Gruber is secured at the second place. The only battle really is between Mike DeWitt and Greg Durham of Orchard Lake St. Mary's for that third place. And with Durham being done, DeWitt has got an opportunity here. If he wins this one, to take the lead, he trails by 2. 9:05 remaining in this one. We talked about Division 1, where you've got Catholic Central battling Heartland. That will be on Wednesday next week. The other one will be set after this game. They will face Brother Rice. Location to be determined based on who wins. Over in Division 2, defending champ Forest Hill Central and head coach Andy Shira are back in the semifinals again, where they will battle crosstown rival Forest Hills Eastern. Coach Zach down there getting the Hawks back again. That was the 2019 state final battle between Forest Hills Eastern and Forest Hills Central. They will battle again for a trip to return to the finals. And then on the other side, you got really kind of the old bears of lacrosse in Michigan, as you've got East Grand Rapids, the Pioneers, will face head coach Chris Garland, making his first trip into the state semifinals at Detroit Country Day, battling EGR. So, you take a look at the preseason rankings, and on all 4 of those teams were right up there to start the season, and they'll be battling for a chance to win a state championship in the state of Michigan. Lake Orion come out of the timeout here, down 2 with 8:50 remaining in this one. Good fake there. 23. He's got the last goal for Lake Orion. I feel like I'm wearing a mask, trying to keep the wind out of the microphone. 2 turntables and a microphone. 8:28 left in this one. I should check where I'm at here. Zoom in a smidge. A little invert for number 24, who had the last goal. Fire scores! Yes, yes, yes. Yes, he did. Invert, number 24 for Lake Orion. That's Andrew Parker. Andrew Parker, invert from behind the goal, and Lake Orion chops this one to 1 at the 8:15 mark of the fourth. And that's what you like to see. And that's what you typically will see with a Lake Orion team scrapping. Face-off, big face-off here at the X. Picked up, ground ball, and 1. And here we go, Lake Orion. Face-offs really have been the story here. Rockford wins, they score. Lake Orion wins, they score. And so when we talk about the X, it really does mark the spot in terms of giving teams more opportunities to score and teams taking advantage of it. Ball is up top. See what they're going to run here. Spread out. Little one-on-one here. They're going back to that same man. He's going to try and go himself. No flag. Ball coming all the way out to midfield. Picked up by the Rams. Here at midfield, we got splitting. DeWitt does not want to waste his last timeout, but does he? He does. DeWitt, his last timeout, did save a possession at the 7:17 mark, but he is now, the cupboard is bare in terms of timeouts, but that is a timely timeout. And he gains on head coach Greg Durham and now just is behind by 1 timeout to secure third place and that gift certificate to Potbellies. Looking over at the girls' side of the equation here in the state of Michigan, those will take place as well on next Wednesday in one of the matchups that I hope to attend. Farmington Hills Mercy will battle Cranbrook for the 3rd time this season, as those teams have met. Oh, I'm sorry, the 4th time this season. Twice in the regular season and also 1 time in the Catholic League Championship game. And so you really can't call it a rubber match. I guess you're going to call it I don't know what you'd call the 4th one. 4th time's the charm. So they'll battle in 1 semifinal in Division 2 for the girls. But let's get back to live action. Rockford, good timeout. They're going to have the ball. They've got the ball and the lead with 7:17 left in this one. 9-8 game. Buckle in, folks. Buckle in for a great conclusion. If you paid $10.99 for the other broadcasts, I believe you're probably still looking at the R on the field at Rockford Stadium. Dragons is a great name for any sports team. You do a lot of things with it. I like the Rams too. Ram tough. A lot of ways you can go with it. But where they want to go with it is to pick up another goal here, because this 1-goal lead is not what you would call comfortable for anyone. He's got a little space, hands free. Good save. Good save. It's a great save, and he's got unsettled, pushing. One more pass. Scores! And we're all tied up, folks. We are all tied up as 23 is getting the crowd excited over here. That's that man, Cade Manzo. Unsettled situation, and we are all tied up here at 9-9. The Dragon faithful blowing fire here in the stands at Lansing Catholic. 9-9. Exactly the same number that Ferris Bueller missed in terms of his school absences. 9 times. We're tied at 9. Camera shaking. Camera is a shaking And a win there by Lake Orion. So we're back at it again, folks. Manzo goes Bunzo Dunzo. And we are all deadlocked here at 9. Quite a game, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I am John Losey, Losey's Locker Room. We are on delay, 30-second delay here, so we are technically not live to avoid the disdain of other folks. But I hope that the family and friends of anybody who's involved in this is getting a chance to enjoy this on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon, and we got a good one. Lake Orion, 2 straight here. That one's not going to get through. Ball down, and the Rams will come out of there with it. Ball down again, unsettled. We got a hold on Lake Orion. The Dragon faithful are not going to be happy with that. We'll get some cat calls here. Zooming in. Walking it up, they got to hustle. DeWitt doesn't have any timeouts. He's got to go, and he is going to speed. They're going to get a turnover. Ball down, and the Rockford offense has been stagnant. They got numbers. Oh, got a stick up. Nice play by the pole there. I'm going to get a whistle. We got a whistle there by, the wind is blowing me all over, folks. Back this out. I didn't see what the call was, but the ball is going to go back to Lake Orion after the nice deflection by the Ram defender, number 6, Brooke Halerva. But now Rockford, as we sit at the 5:20 mark here, remaining in this tilt with a chance to move on to the state semifinals on the line. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em. It's in. It's in as he caught a piece of it. And unfortunately, it trickled its way in as Hazy caught it. But the momentum carried it over the line, and Lake Orion has stormed back in this one and reclaimed the lead at 10-9. Wow. Wow, 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 folks. That's all I can say. I am happy to be here. I'm happy to provide some value to anyone out there who's listening and watching and enjoying this great match. These are kids that lost an entire season due to COVID. And so to be able to give them everything they need to be able to do this and get it out to the people, I'm going to do it. Lake Orion with the ball again. We got some falling down there in the corner. Zoom in here. Rockford's going to come out of there with it. Going to feed the middle of the field. Middle of the field, ball down here. Having trouble in backing out. We're going to get a flag on the play as Rockford's going to pick up a delayed penalty. 4:28 left in this one. 10-9. Rockford down by 1. Let's see here. I'm just going to hold it here because I'm having a hard time seeing everybody. 4:15 remaining. No shots. They're going to get shots. Inside, feeds the crease. It's down. They're going to hold on to it. Still delayed penalty on the Dragons. Coming into your living room. 3:47 left in this one. Rockford taking their time on this possession as they have a flag down and will pick up a penalty. Lake Orion pushing out, feeds backside, he's open. Oh, stoned. That was point blank in the crease as Noah Perillo has done a great job for the Dragons in net. Really, really, really keeping the Dragons when they were not on easy street as Rockford battled its way back, took the lead, and a couple of timely great saves by Perillo. Rockford's now going to have the opportunity on the man up to go ahead and tie this one up at 3:29 left in this one. I'm going to go a little wider angle, everyone, just as the sun is making it difficult to see exactly where we are. But the good news is you're going to get to see this gentleman right down there encouraging the team. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit, get over his head. There we go. So now we don't need to see his head. So here we go. Man up, Rockford, 1 minute, 10-9, 3:17 left in this one. Everyone on the edge of their seat. I hope you are as well. Lake Orion has really come on the run here to get this one back as they were trailing by 2. And they battled all the way back, just like Rockford did. Wormburner. Nope. Yep. He knew that one. Long pass out here. We got another Gelman. That's going to get all the way through. Did he get a piece of it? And they're going to stay here somehow as they give the ball to Lake Orion. .244 left in this one. Lake Orion ball. Ball up top. 2:30 remaining here. Rockford now got to press out as the Dragons could theoretically kill this one. Got to get a turnover here by the Rams. Don't need a shot, but it skips all the way to the back, which is fine as they have backup. 24 for Lake Orion is Andrew Parker, who had a big goal in this comeback for the Dragons. Got to press out. We are hitting the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes remaining. No call. They're going to call it. Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one in a tough situation as they're going to get a cross-check penalty to number 15 for Rockford. That's going to be Benjamin Tadish. So Tadish, unfortunately, and the problem you can see with that one, folks, is that the Lake Orion player was sliding. He was already doing the cross, kind of as they do, the nudgy nudge, and it became more apparent that a penalty should be called as he was sliding to the ground. It was higher up on his body. So 1:57 left. Lake Orion, man up. It's going to be a 1-minute penalty. I think they are not announcing them anymore. They did before. Somebody may have had plans. We're going to get some chanting. We're going to get out. Like I said, Dragons and Rams and fans, oh my, here in Lansing at Lansing Catholic. Rockford's got to push out. We're going to get a timeout. Oh, what happened? Had to keep it in. Yeah, he had to keep it in. Came out, went in and out. Had to keep it in the box. So that is a turnover and a costly one as they could have run it out. DeWitt with no timeouts. Speeds into the offensive zone. Or does he have one? They get 3? I guess they do. Look at that. I am wrong. So they get 3. I thought they had 2. And so DeWitt will call a timeout. 1:40 left in this one. Lake Orion had the ball with the man up with a chance to kill it. But the Lake Orion player stepped in the box because he started outside the box at 2 minutes. Stepped inside the box. The clock tipped under in the box. The fans want to know what happened. I could tell them, but I would have to yell. And I'm not going to do that to you folks. You fine folks at home are not going to have to hear me yell at the Lake Orion fans. So let me set the stage again. 1:40 remaining. Rockford timeout. They have the ball in the offensive zone. Score is 10-9. The Dragons lead it of Lake Orion. Reset of the game. Lake Orion up 5-0. Rockford battles back, ties it at 6, then goes up 8-6. Then Lake Orion comes back, tied at 8, and then it goes to 10-9, and that's where we sit right now. What a battle. What a battle. And this is what it's all about. I think I said it in a brief spurt where you got kids out here being able to play this game that they have been playing a long time. They lost an entire season last year in the state of Michigan. For them to be able to be here, this is what you dream about as you're a kid. Doesn't matter what sport you're playing, to be on the big stage with a chance to go to the semifinals in a 1-goal game. This is where it all comes to fruition. Those dreams for the kids laying in their bed saying, I wish I had that chance, and they've got it. So let's see what happens here. Dragons make a play, try to win it. Rockford looking to tie this one up. Set play for DeWitt coming out of this one. The problem is they are man down. He's going to try and he's going to kill the penalty and then run something. So a little math going on the sidelines there. Let's run the clock down. Let's get the penalty. Let's get to even, and then let's run this, whatever that might be. Get the wide angle here just because I'm trying to block the wind so you can hear me, but also see the game as well. Clipping towards 1 minute, so we are still man down. 1 minute remaining in this one. 1 minute. Make sure I got the set here. 1 minute left, folks. And now we are at full strength as the Rockford player steps onto the field. We are all even. Inside, looking. Little one-on-one inside. Back up top, gonna spin it here. 40 seconds left, 40 seconds. Good poke check there, but recovered by Rockford. And Rockford and Lake Orion's gonna get out of there with it. They're gonna fire it down the field. Ball loose. Where is it? They're going to give it to Rockford. Not sure what the call was. Couldn't see. 24 seconds left in this one. Rockford with it. 19, 18. Ball down. Man down. Shot did not get through. Lake Orion looking. Still loose. It is crazy and hectic. Fire it. He's going to fire it up in the air. 3, 2, 1. And that'll do it as the Dragons from Lake Orion win it here in dramatic fashion. And here they come, folks, as they're going to come over and celebrate with brothers and everybody. The excitement from the Dragons is just infectious. Wow. Infectious. The Dragon faithful celebrating as they had to bear the run of Rockford. And shout out to head coach Mike DeWitt and Rockford as they played a great game and a great high school game here in the state of Michigan. Lake Orion will advance to the semifinals, and what a matchup it will be. Head coach Ron Hebert, former Brother Rice coach, facing his old school in the state semifinals. I know that Paul Cosgrove, the offensive coordinator for Brother Rice, looking forward to seeing his old mentor Wednesday evening. That will be at Troy Athens. Game time TBD, to be determined, but that game will be held at Troy Athens on Wednesday evening. Lake Orion Dragons back to the semifinals. Head coach Ron Hebert ecstatic on the sideline. Hats off to the Rockford Rams. They battled back. They had that 5-goal deficit. They fought back. They had a 2-goal lead. Then the Dragons came back, and just a great match and a great day for everybody here. So I'm your host, John Losey, Losey's Locker Room. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm glad I could bring it to you. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Before you click off, if you could hit subscribe, I would appreciate it, because if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to go live on my phone and not have to bring in 7 bags and look like I'm traveling overseas on an airline. So click subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Follow me on Twitter at LaxLosey. I appreciate it. I have no idea when I'll be back on. I'm not sure if anyone's waiting for me when I leave this place, but I really appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care and have a great weekend.